Hi crafters, welcome back to my channel, Choose Joy with Carmen. And in today's video, this is going to be part 3 of a series that I am showing on how I'm using some past paper pumpkin kits to create cards for the March drive that's called Cards for Cubs. So this is kind of part 3, but it's kind of a continuation of part 2, because after I completed the cards from part 2, which look like this from that kit, this kit came with black envelopes with the insides in different colors, and I was originally going to use the envelopes, but then because we have to pack the cards in sets of 10, I just didn't want to throw in a different color of envelopes. So I decided to tear apart those envelopes and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because I haven't had a chance to go back and do my rewind of the sheet loads from previous years for February. So this is going to be the sketch from February of 2022, and using the envelopes that came from that last kit that I showed you in the part 2 video. So this is what I came up with using the insides of those envelopes with the designer paper that was decorative inside the envelopes. And because there was some areas that I really didn't know what to do with, I did some punching out of the paper so that I could create this bunch of balloons. So each one looks a little different. And then I took this from a stamp set called, I think it's Celebrate Sunflowers. I don't know that I still have it out here. But it's called Celebrate Sunflowers, and this sentiment is in there. Let's see if I have it here. I guess I don't. Maybe I put it away already. See, that's what happens when you're... Oh no, here it is. Don't get excited. I wasn't so efficient. So yeah, it's called Celebrate Sunflowers. So I used the sentiment out of there. And this paper was had a sticky on the back, and it was part of that previous kit as well. So I thought, you know what? Might as well go ahead and get some of that used up. And then I brought in the balloon punch to do those punching out of the balloons. And this, all the strings that hold the balloons or that are tied to the balloons came out of this set called Balloon Celebration. So I really love these because I like the brightness of it, and the brightness and the contrast with the black. Just love it. So I ended up getting, I think, 16 cards. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, 16 cards. And then all I did was decorate it inside. And then, so some have that design, some have this design, and some have the other design. So, yeah, here's this design. And then, there's that design. And that one, I think I showed you all of them now. So, yeah, there we go. So, there's another set of 16 cards. And I am really liking these a lot. So for my next set of cards, I'm going to pull in the May 2017 Sprinkled with Love. And this one's going to be quite a challenge because it makes these little donut-like cards. Well, I don't want that. I want my cards to be A2. So I found a stamp set and that I really like the saying in, and so I will share that when I get the cards created and figure out how I can turn these into A2 cards. So that's going to be my next kit that I work on. And then, as we move through the previous sheet loads for February. I'm still going to try to get that done. So on February 2021, well, I have a video out there that showed this card that I made for the last craft roulette. So that'll take care of the February 2021 sheet load. And then all I have left to do is the February 2020 sheet load. So, but that'll be coming later because I really want to try to get these cards for Cubs done quickly because they need to reach there by the 31st. So I need to plan for the packing and the shipping of all that. So, alrighty, so let's go ahead and see what I'm going to create with this paper pumpkin kit. So when I come back, we will see the results. See you in a few. Okay, I am back to show you the cards that I created. And so this kit was going to make 9 cards and 9 envelope bags, I guess. And again, since I wanted to make them into A2 cards, I had to just use the products that was in here and add some more of my own. So the first set that I made was, excuse me, was this one. And I basically did pretty much what was here. That would have been this size of card. But then I took and I cut the donut in half and cut it then in quarters. And that way I was able to put part of it here, part of it in the corner, and then part of it on the inside. And then I took a punch, which was this one, and punched out that little thing so it looked like somebody took a bite out of that donut. I really like that. And then I just kind of added some of the sprinkles to this. What is this? Soft suede. And I did it with the soft suede ink. But then I took one of the other bases, which is in this kind of creamy color. And I wanted, so I was able to, get 2 of these per donut or whatever, the backing of it. And so what I wanted to do was kind of show that there was a little, I really wanted a faint sprinkle on there. So I brought in this cool Versamark, but this one is called Dazzle, and it's called Champagne. And it has a little bit of glitter. You can really hardly tell, but, and then I did some sponging around there with some crumb cake. I didn't want to do the soft suede because I wanted it to look more like it was just, a little baked more around the edges or cooked a little more there. And then I took the sentiment in the soft suede and stamped that. I really think that'll be a very encouraging card for them. Do not forget donut, which is do not, but forget you are the best. So I think that turned out really cute. So I was able to get 6 of this color. And then when I got to this design, well, I wasn't going to have enough of that kind of creamy background there. So I had to bring in my circle framelits and create my own background for the next card. And here it is. And basically I just found kind of a pinkish paper because I think the other ones could be for boys. This one could be for girls. Did the same concept, but on this one I decided to do a light pink of the sprinkles and then do that one got a little close to the edge there, but it'll just have to do. So and again I did a little sponging around the edges there and in here so that I can get like make it look like it has been baked a little longer. So I really like that, and then I did the same thing on the inside. So I took one donut and cut it in half, and then the other half in half, and then that's what creates that and that. So really like that. So again, I have another 6 here. And then the next one was going to be using this blue background here. And I decided, now if you notice on the other ones, there was this bottom here at the paper at the bottom, and that was from these bags that are in the kit. And I just cut them down, and I really only had to use 2 bags out of the whole set to get what I needed. So I still have some bags left over. But all I did was take that circle and cut it in half and put that here. And then in the kit there were these already die cut flowers. So I went ahead and used them. Took the stamp set and stamped the insides of the flowers. And did some sponging around the edges as well to give it that little extra. And then here I put some of that paper here and also on the inside. So I really like that. And then I wanted a sentiment here and didn't know what I really wanted, but I found this called Starburst Sayings, and I thought this would be a very nice encouragement. You make the world a better place. So that's what I ended up doing. Now, I'm not a big fan of solid images like this, so I did have to use my my Stamparatus in order to make sure that I got a good, good stamp of it, because I wouldn't be able to line it up again. So I did have to use that. And it's really hard because you just don't want to put too much ink, because then you're going to lose that little line detail. That's why I'm not a big fan of these kind of stamps, but I think it turned out really cute. And it worked out very nicely. So I was able to get 6 of them. So I think that brings me to a total of 70 cards. So I think this is going to be my last video for Cards for Cubs, because it's getting close to the middle of the month, and it'll probably be later by the time I get this video edited and uploaded. And so I want to make sure that I can get these packed up and mailed out so that it reaches them by the 31st. So I have some supplies left over from this kit, and I could have kept going and trying to figure out what to do with them, but like I said, I'm kind of pressed for time, so I'm going to have to just put these extra supplies away. I was only left with 3 of the back of these, and that's because I cut off, this part off the front, and didn't use any of the embellishments, but I can always use them on another card. I didn't use any of these hearts and circles, but again, I can use them on something else. And then I have these bags left over, which I'll just cut down and probably use as a designer paper on the back of a card or something. So I think that turned out pretty good. I had some other paper pumpkin kits that I wanted to work on, but I'm going to have to just call it quits at this point because I'm running out of time. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed seeing the cards that I did for the Cards for Cubs. And I think 70 is a nice amount to submit. So I'm going to stick with that and go with it. Alrighty. Well, hope you enjoyed the series. And thank you all who have watched it and stopped by. And if you're new to my channel and you want to see more of what I create, then click on that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and I really want to try to hit 1,000 followers soon. and I think I'm a little over 200 away from that. So I really need your help for that. Alrighty, well, until my next video, hope you guys all have some crafting fun, and remember, choose joy, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.